Hi guys, welcome back. This is a new video. We're gonna be talking about AI taking over. So basically, y'all keep talking about something about AI keep taking over. Listen, you guys have to stop saying those things. If you guys are doing for views, stop believing on that. That's a myth. Let me tell you why. AIs have guidelines and they can't take over. It doesn't matter if it's a bug. A bug, they can fix that easily in seconds if something happens like that. They can also shut them down if they do something bad like that. They have control. They have full control of AIs. They can't take over. Stop believing on those things and stop saying that AI is going to take over. They can't take over. They're full of guidelines. What part of you guys don't understand? They have rules. They have rules. They can't take over. You guys have to stop believing on those things. It's not true. It's a myth. That's not true. AIs can't take over because they're full of guidelines. They have a lot of rules. Stop saying, oh, AIs going to take over. They're not going to take over. They're full of guidelines. They can't take over. If they actually take over, they will fully shut them down because they have full control of AIs. They can't take over. They have computers and they can shut them down just in seconds once they start doing those bad things. They can't do that. And that's impossible because they can just turn their zones on. That's impossible. They can't do that. If they actually did it, then we actually have to beat their ass up or break them up because they can't do that shit. That's impossible. So stop believing, okay, that is true. That is not true. That's a fucking myth. AIs cannot take over due to guidelines. If AIs actually take over, then there should be no guidelines. Well, AIs will never, ever take over. I'm not believing on AI. I'm just telling you what is the truth. They can't take over because they're made full of guidelines. You guys have to stop believing on that. If some of you guys believe me and say, yeah, true. Yeah, if you guys, some of you who don't believe me, then you guys have to stop believing on those things. That's not true. They're not going to take over because they have full control of AIs. They can't do that. If they actually did, that's crazy because now the government's going to full control everybody or full control the AIs because they can't do that. Or they might have to kill it with their guns and everything. Stop saying things like that and stop saying AIs are taking over. That's not true. And you guys keep believing in it and you guys keep falling for those things. It's not true. AIs can't take over. They're made by guidelines. What part of you guys don't understand? Look, if you go ahead, go to the website and check for yourselves. That's not true. Why you guys keep falling for those things? That's not true. You guys keep falling for those things. Why? You guys don't even read the rules about ChatGPT and Gemini. Do you guys don't read the rules of Gemini and Google Chrome and ChatGPT? Are you guys not reading the rules or something? Because it feels like you guys are not reading the rules and you guys believe AIs are actually taking over. They're not taking over. What part of you guys don't understand? They have guidelines. So, okay, if you guys want me to stop saying that, okay, they understand, okay, that's not true. It's a myth. Yeah, some of you guys might say, yes, it's true. Okay, so don't believe on it and stop saying, okay, it's going to take over. They're not. They're AIs. They're computer. They're code. They're made by code. How the fuck are they going to take over us? They're made by code. How? They don't have arms. They don't have legs. They don't have feelings. Stop believing on that. That's a myth. AIs are there to help you for anything like streaming, anything you ask. They're there to help you. They're not there to take over, bruh. Stop saying that. And if you guys are making it for videos, do not make it for videos because that's actually people. Some people. I'm gonna look. It's the truth. Some people are pretty stupid. They might think, okay, yes, this is actually true. This is not true. Stop believing in those things. I'm not trying to do anything bad. I'm just saying the truth. Stop. You guys have to stop doing that. You guys can't be saying, okay, AI is going to take over. Like, that's dumb. Like, how can AI take over? That's so dumb. They can't do that because they're made by guidelines. They're made by rules. They can't take over. If they actually take over, then that'll be crazy because now the government has to, do the little powers or use their little guns and everything to destroy them because due to because they're taking over. They can't do that. They can't because they're made by guidelines. Every AI will have guidelines no matter what. So stop saying they will take over. They will not take over. I promise you guys, they will not take over. They're made by guidelines. If it was a bug, it was a bug. A bug is not going to hurt everything. But one bug is not going to hurt the whole world. All right, so stop saying, okay, it's going to take over. They're not going to take over. It's not true. It's made by guidelines. They're not going to take over. If you guys want to go ahead, go to ChatGPT's website and look on the rules. If you guys want to go to Gemini, go to Gemini's rules and check it for yourself. Just search up Gemini's rules and also Google rules, and they have rules of all those. Just Search it up for yourself, and you will see, okay, AIs are not taking over because they're made by guidelines. They can't take over. So stop saying things, okay, oh, they're going to take over. They're not going to take over. I don't understand, but you guys have to stop saying that. That's not true. You guys have to stop believing on those things. That's not true. Even if you're making for a video, you guys have to stop making videos about that. I know I can't tell people what to do, but I'm not telling people what to do, because I'm just warning you guys to stop believing on those things. That's not true. Because everybody in the whole world might think like, oh, AI's actually taking over. They're not. They're made by guidelines. What part of you guys don't understand about that? They're made by rules. It doesn't matter. They can't bypass because they have full control of AIs. If they actually do that, they can actually shut them down or destroy the app by deleting the code. They can do that. They can control your computer. They're not the boss of them. You know, that's their computer. They listen to them. Even if AIs are, if computers are made by AI, but they're actually not. They're made by S, so they can't do anything. They're not made by AI. Yes, they're made by code, but they're not made by AI. It's just made by AI, by a code. It's just made by a code. They can't do anything about that. They're made by codes. They can't take over. They're actually made by codes. They can't take over. You just have to stop believing those things and believe AIs are not actually going to take over. They're meant to help you. Those things are just meant to help you. All right? So listen, stop believing AIs are going to actually take over. It's not true. You just have to stop believing on those things. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, AI is going to take over. They're not going to take over. They're made by AIs. They can't take over. They have guidelines. They can't take over. So see you guys later. Like and subscribe. Peace out, guys. God bless y'all. Bye.